my countdown of the 100 greatest movies of all time. At number 77 is Sunset Boulevard from 1950. It was directed by Billy Wilder and starred William Holden, Gloria Swanson, Erich von Stroheim, Nancy Olson, Fred Clark, and Jack Webb. Billy Wilder took a giant spotlight and turned it directly onto the dark underbelly of Hollywood. The story opens with Joe Gillis floating dead face down in a swimming pool, telling us his own story from beyond the grave. He was a broke screenwriter on the run from repo men who accidentally pulled his car into the driveway of Norma Desmond, a forgotten silent film star living in a decaying mansion with her loyal butler, Max. Joe takes a job rewriting her awful comeback script just for a paycheck and a place to stay, but he slowly gets trapped inside her strange, delusional world where time stopped 20 years ago. What makes this movie so special to me is how raw and honest it is about how Hollywood chews people up and throws them away.
You're Norma Desmond. Used to be in silent pictures, used to be big.
I am big. It's the pictures that got small.
Uh-huh. I knew there was something wrong.
They're dead. They're finished. There was a time in this business when they had the eyes of the whole wide world. But that wasn't good enough for them. Oh, no. They had to have the ears of the world, too. So they opened their big mouths, and out came talk. Talk, talk.
That's where the popcorn business comes in. You buy yourself a bag and plug up your ears.
Look at them in the front offices. The masterminds. They took the idols and smashed them. The Fairbankses, the Gilberts, the Valentinos. And who have we got now? Some nobody.
Don't blame me. I'm not an executive, just a writer.
You are. Writing words, more words. Well, you've made a rope of words and strangled this business. But there's a microphone right there to catch the last gurgles. And Technicolor to photograph the red swollen tongue.
You wake up the monkey.
Get out!
Wilder actually brought in real silent-era legends to play the parts, including Swanson herself, which gave the whole thing a spooky, realistic edge that no fake set could ever match. Holden plays Joe with just the right mix of cynicism and desperation, showing a guy who knows he's selling his soul but does it anyway because he needs the cash. It's a sharp, darkly funny tragedy that exposed the movie business when nobody else dared to, and it still feels completely true today.
I just want to tell you all how happy I am to be back in the studio, making a picture again. You don't know how much I've missed all of you. And I promise you I'll never desert you again. Because after Salome, we'll make another picture and another picture. You see, this is my life. It always will be. There's nothing else. Just us. And the cameras. And those wonderful people out there in the dark. All right, Mr. DeMille, I'm ready for my close-up.
What this film is truly about is a very, very huge theme, which is universal, and that is opportunism and its consequences.
Everyone in the film is, to some degree, an opportunist. That's a polite way of putting it, in my opinion.
The very nature of this business is the exploitation of people and the consequences of that.
It's people who are willing to sell themselves out, not only for the highest price, but for any price.
The test of time has kept this film alive in people's interest and excitement and fascination.
Oh, the film is a masterpiece.
It looks more real today than it did back then. It looks less gothic, less melodramatic, less flamboyant.
One of the things that's so interesting about Billy Wilder, in my view, is that he really bridges old Hollywood and new Hollywood. He's got all the grace, the structure, the beautiful use of language, the carefully constructed screenplays and images, with the bitterness and cynicism of our present time. These films that he made still work in front of audiences, and that's quite something. People now respond not only to the grace and the beauty of the films as well-made, well-crafted Hollywood, old-time Hollywood films, they also respond to the nastiness. And in that way, he was way ahead of his time.
To be a part of this film is to wander through the echoing rooms of a crumbling estate buried under old publicity photos, feeling the suffocating weight of forgotten celebrity while realizing that the spotlight can be a terrifying cage that traps you inside a past that the rest of the world has long since abandoned.